Welcome back, my powerful MVP family. Welcome back to yet another video. This is your girl, Miss Bev. That's the gym equipment here. And I did the video and you know, I love constructive criticism. I'm not above that. But some of the things that some of you put in the comments, very disappointing. Very disappointing because it just shows where our minds are. We like the fluff. We like I'm sorry, guys. That's the third one. I should stop now, right? We like the fluff. We like when people come out and they talk about the surface of things. But when the truth is being told, when I go in there and I live it, I see it, and I come and talk about it, some of you would like when you talk about, something about Trump's country and all that garbage. So I got up and I took some notes, and I want to share with you my thought process this morning. Because, as I said before, if things are not shared, one of my powerful MVP family members of long ago, who doesn't say much, but when information is shared, it makes you say, If awareness is not made, then nothing will change. And so I have to speak my truth again today. Not the glossy version, not the look at my big house and car. I moved back after 40 years and I'm doing very well version that some Jamaicans showcase after they have made it abroad or accumulated a little wealth. I'm talking about the reality I have witnessed with these two eyes and I've heard with these two ears. The side of Jamaica that too many pretend doesn't exist. When I reached out to the school that I connected with in Jamaica, and when the principal was just not working with me, I had to reach out to Kayla's teacher to get things done. And when she made a big deal, I had the video that showed the young lady the Sunday when we went into Falmouth, picked up the things from the shipping company, a whole lot of boxes and stuff. She had a driver, I had my driver with me. And her driver was I was so grateful that he came. Because I told the principal, I said, I will need help. It's a lot of stuff that I ordered. I ordered for every classroom. And so I'm going to need help with the things. Crickets. And when I reached out to Kayla's teacher, and she was willing, she said, Mrs. Salmon, Mrs. Black, I will come. I will come and help. And we went down and I was only able to sign the thing and paid for it. And I'm just telling you the amount I paid just so. It's not about telling you, I'm saying it to you so you can get an understanding of how much stuff was there. For the fee for that shipping company that day, it was $68,000. $68,000. I said to the young man, I've been going there, got things for Kayla, got things for myself, got things for the house or the apartment. And I said, see, all of those things, they're donations for the school. He says, Miss Bev, let me give you a discount. I ended up paying $53,000 that Sunday to bring those things to the school and to bring them to my house. We got garbage bags and the teacher there with me. We sorted out everything. So every teacher got a good, nice chunk of resources for the classroom. The things went up to the school and it stayed there. It became a big thing. Instead of the principal give thanks and say, boy, we got the resources we need to help make changes, to help our children better. It became a whole thing when I put out the video to thank the teacher for supporting and to thank Ernestine and from the UK and her daughter for contributing. And it became such a big deal. Oh, what if if somebody from the ministry saw the video and she knew nothing about it, and protocols and this and that. It became a big deal. The lady was crying, the teacher was crying the more. She said, Mrs. Black, could you take the video down? I was a little bit like, I said, I had 3,000 something views on the video. But when she said it, by this time, I was still getting a lot of traffic. I could see the people, because the principal was now sharing it with this one, and I went in and I deleted the video. I took the loss again. I didn't argue. I reached out to the principal. I says, what protocol did we break? What protocol for the ministry? Your school need resources. You got somebody who is willing to give resources to your school. But that's the mindset of many Jamaicans down there. As long as they're doing well, they don't care for support for those who are not doing well. And so her attitude, her behavior, I was really done with them, but I had already said I wanted to support the kids who do well on their PEP exams. So when I saw the attitude I said, I didn't donate to the school per se, so there's nothing you need to sit and write down every little thing and the ministry is going to come into us. I donated to the classroom, to the teachers. I sent resources to the teachers to enhance their teaching abilities. So how does it become your problem? Instead of giving the teachers the bags that were given to them, you have it sitting. I donated it to the teachers. Give it to the teachers so they can teach. I don't want pencils being sold to children. I want the pencils to be given to the children who come to school who do not have. Because I ordered boxes and boxes of pencils in the mix. And I said I didn't want anything sold, because in the schools, just be a fly on the wall and see how much they're selling to these little children. They need sharpener. Oh, here's a little, they're selling sharpeners. They need they're selling. So some children who can afford to buy are going to have, and I gave them thousands of pencils. I said, do not sell anything to these children. It just go on deaf ears, but it's what it is. They lost. And so when I saw the behavior, and I plan to ask my platform here to help me raise funds to give scholarships to the children who do well on the PEP. And because I've been a math teacher for so long, I love my job. I said I wanted to give the top math performer also an extra something, and an extra scholarship. And when I saw her behavior, I said, I'm not doing this. But there were people begging me, Miss Beverly, don't give up. Please don't give up. The parents need it. The children. So those of you who are talking and making it look like I went home as a tourist, and that is why, and this is that. You don't know me. You don't know me. I went home, I was unprepared, I was on this, I was on that. Listen, I went home with the intention to rent a space and to see if this is what I wanted. What's wrong with that? A lot of you overlook where I said my family was a big, 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 big portion of why I returned to America. My family. I didn't say I need to come back to make more money so I could be prepared to go to Jamaica. I am more than prepared to ship my stuff and go home and buy a home and live comfortably. So don't misconstrue the video. Don't listen to what I said. My family is the main reason why I am back here in America. And I'm going to do another video to help you understand that the healthcare system in Jamaica helped push me back right here, because I know that if I got sick down there, my kids are not there. A lot of people get in these hospitals. Family have to bring sheets in. Family has to be present. And even when they're actively present, people are dying with issues that they should have been able to be cared for and return home safely. So that's another video. But today, I'll say this, that because of those people who I rub shoulders with, and they begged me, even the teacher, she begged me, she said, Miss Beverly, don't. The kids need it. The parents need the support. They need it. Please, don't change your mind. And I didn't change my mind. We went through, and you know who you are. I love you and respect you so much. Who dug deep. When you look at my UK posse over there, Sister Ernestine and her daughter, who just kept giving. They just, when everybody else gave, and they just kept on giving. Over 600 plus towards the scholarship fund. And we were able to raise enough. So all of you were talking about, oh, should this, should that. What have you done for any child in Jamaica? You're building and you're building and you're going home and you're living comfortable. And that's good. But how much have you done? I only went home for a year and rented. But I can tell you that I didn't go home and live for myself alone. You all know I took in a little orphan kid. So I didn't go home and just live for myself. So you all think I might have not been prepared. I didn't have enough. I had more than enough. I was able to take in an orphan child. A child who couldn't read, and when she left my dwelling, she was a reader. The videos are on my platform. Go watch them and look at little Kayla reading. A little girl who came to me couldn't read. She didn't even know CAT at age 7. When I come here and hear my little 6-year-old grandson just reading words, just reading. And Kayla was 7 plus. When I got her, she was 7. She turned 8. And when she left me, she was 8 plus, of course. Couldn't read, cat. And I videotaped her. They gave her a Bible, brand new, didn't open. I had her open that Bible. And she could read Psalm 23. When her brother said, Miss Beverly, Kayla read Psalm 23 for me. I said, just hug her and continue to encourage her. So when you all are sitting out there with your fresh selves and you sit there acting like, my going home was this and this and that, and you're talking the garbage you talk, go watch my videos and see how much I did within the 1 year that I was there. When I did the scholarship fund, when I thought of it and I reached out, I got frustrated when I didn't see people jumping on board to help. And one Sister Margaret Smith, she says, Miss Bev, don't get frustrated. They will come. And when I saw that we're able to do the top two kids got 30,000 apiece, 60,000 for two kids to help buy books for school, for high school. We had 14 kids who received 15,000. And when I was talking to my daughter, the older twin, and I was telling, she said, Mommy, but the kids who didn't do well, what are you doing for them? I said, I didn't budget them in. She said, no, Mommy, you're going to encourage them as well. And she didn't hesitate. She sent the funds that we're able to give those 5 kids at the bottom 5,000 each. If it's even to buy their composition notebooks, it was something. We had one parent who also got 30,000 because her kids went to school the whole year, not one textbook or workbook. So if you have done things like these for people in Jamaica, and not just for yourself and to brag about how comfortable you're living, and I went down, I wasn't prepared, and all of what I gave back to the community didn't even put a dent into my preparation to go home. You didn't put a dent in it. Yeah, things were expensive, and as I said, I tried to buy local. My food comes from a mobile truck that drives up to my gate, into the yard. That's what I support. My fruits, my foods, my seasonings, it came out of that truck. I go into Falmouth to do my shopping. I try to buy their ketchup. I try to buy their hot dogs for Kayla to go to school. But I want you to buy a hot dog and boil it and see the color water that comes out of it. The color dye that comes out of those things. I want you to buy the local ketchup, and when you make some pasta and you pour some of that on it and see what you get out of it. So I went home. I'm not going to buy substandard because, and when you look, you're not getting anything of worth. If I want ketchup, I want to see tomato paste something. I don't want to see red water dye. When you look at the pasta, it's all stained with dye instead of having tomatoes paste sitting there. So if I go down and I choose not to buy because of experience, nobody needs to sit there and try to belittle. You can belittle me. I came here to America and I made use of my time. I didn't sit at the bottom and complain and go work 6 jobs and complain. No, I came and I lifted up myself. I used my opportunity to better myself. I never throw stones behind my back. And I just knew I had my children here, so I am not going to force them to come to Jamaica to live. If they had exposed them to the culture, we used to be home so much. I said when Granny passed away, I wasn't excited to go home like before. I used to be home every year. I wasn't excited. When Granny passed, a part of me just wasn't there anymore. So today, let me just say to you, I'm going to speak my truth again. Because I'm not going to give you the little pretty up, glossy version. Not the look at my big house and car version that some Jamaicans showcase after they made it abroad or accumulated a little wealth. I'm talking about the reality I've witnessed with my own eyes, the side of Jamaica that too many pretend doesn't exist. There was a time when many of us would do anything to run away from Jamaica. Anything. We line up at embassies for hours. We beg for a visa. We work 3 jobs overseas. Some of we run off. My mom was one of them. She ran off. In 1970s. She says, if they give me one day in America to get to America, not coming back. But she didn't do it and give up on us. She brought us there and gave us the opportunity to not run and look over our shoulders. But she gave us the opportunity so we could have gone there and build and establish ourselves and invest in real estate and do whatever we wanted to do. Right? So we come overseas and we work 2, 3 jobs just to get away from the struggles back in Jamaica. But now some of those same people, some of you same people, are acting as if life in Jamaica was never hard, as if you could have done well without ever leaving. You know, some of you, this morning I saw somebody, I stopped responding to the comments, and because I see that some of you are just talking hot air. You know, war gonna come and, you know, you'd rather be in Jamaica. No, Jamaica doesn't have a war, but you see all them developments and the digging. You see that whole thing where now they're planning to go under the water. They're going to mine oil. Be careful of what you talk about. Be careful. Because you get what you want out of America. Now you're running from America. You run. Wherever we go, the struggles will reach us. Wherever we go, this is the end of time. This is the end of time. So no matter where we go, troubles will be there. So you who telling me, oh, whatever, America, this and that, then it's your choice. I have never said to any one of you, you have to do what I do or do what I say. I'm explaining to you from my experiences what I see. You don't agree, I understand. But don't come with the put down. Don't forget where you're coming from and how you made it in life. That you couldn't have done it in Jamaica. The Jamaica now you're bragging about because now you can go home and live in somewhere and maybe have a little car or you ship down some things so you have enough tissue for serving for maybe a year or 2. Don't forget why you left. Because if it was that good, you would have still been there. If war going to come, let me be with my kids. Let the war come to us together. Don't let the war come and I'm fine in Jamaica and them up here need a hand and nobody's there. That is how I look at it. I'm not looking for everlasting nothing. I just want to be with my family. Is that so hard? So let me tell you what I saw. And as I said, whoever experienced it differently. If you're in a St. Catherine and when you're up there, there's no crime and there's no everything is hunky-dory, then more power to you. If you're in St. Elizabeth and you're experiencing Appleton Rum over there and Wyeth Falls over here and all these beautiful things in Lover's Leap up there and Holland Bamboo, nice cool Holland Bamboo there, that's more power to you. I grew up right up the hill from Wyeth Falls. But that wasn't enough for me to stay away from my children. That's all I'm saying to you. I'm not telling any of you not to go home and enjoy and pretend. I'm saying I needed to be back with my kids. So when I was there, these are the things I saw. I saw parents who couldn't buy a single textbook for their children. I saw mothers counting coins and trying to decide, am I going to pay the bill or am I going to buy food? So many are stealing electricity. Why are they doing it? You think it's because they have it like that? But they're kleptomaniacs and they still need to steal? No, they don't have it. So while some of you are bashing, and there are those who are struggling deeply. I saw fathers begging for help with car fare, a bigger fare, so the kids could get to school. And I saw a family suffering silently because pride wouldn't let them say how bad things were. As I said to you guys, I am not a person who waits for people to come beg me things. I have 2 eyes, I observe a lot. 2 ears, I listen a lot. 1 mouth, it means I shouldn't chat a lot. So when I see needs, I support. I don't sit back and say, well, too bad for you. No, I support. I remembered Granny, and I saw how Granny supported. People might come and ask her because she didn't know, but let me tell you, she was there. As long as there's a need, she was showing up. And she never showed up empty-handed, but she showed up. So this is the reality of many Jamaicans, not the fantasy that some are now portraying after leaving and making a little money. Yes, there are a few who manage to build success here, but for the majority, it's a daily fight. The high prices, the low wages, it is a reality. The limited opportunities, it's a reality. People come build their hotels, but how much monies are they paying those people? I'm not saying, I don't even know what to say. Because when you look at the overhead cost and so, yes, the owners have to deal with those things. But when you look at what people were getting, that when they pay car fare and stuff like that, they still have to try to figure out where to go, how much food they can buy, and all of that. They can't, So it's a daily fight. And yet when someone like me shares this truth, you want to combat it with your look at me now stories, forgetting where you come from and what you ran from. You're forgetting what you ran from, right? You can say now, oh, Jamaica paradise, and Jamaica paradise, of course. But there was a time when you never thought it was a paradise because it was oppressive. You couldn't handle it, you run. It wasn't a paradise to you. It was there, but you couldn't acknowledge it because you couldn't afford it. So guys, I'm not here to tear down Jamaica. I'll never tear down Jamaica. Jamaica is beautiful, but Jamaica has a lot of what matters to take care of. I love Jamaica with my whole heart, but love is not silence. Love is not silence. Love is honesty, and if we keep lying about the struggles, the poor will continue to suffer and nothing will change. Nothing will change. So I'll continue to speak because someone has to speak for the parents who can buy books. School will start soon, and there are parents out there who can't afford to buy books. For the children who can get to school. I'll continue to speak for the families who don't know where the next meal is coming from. So tell me, have you forgotten what it felt like when you couldn't make ends meet? Or have you just become too comfortable to remember? Thanks all of you who have subscribed. Welcome to the new subscribers. Please know that I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you for your respectful comments and your constructive criticisms. The contribution to the conversation is always appreciated. Make it a great day by choice. And remember, as I always say, if you can't be good, be careful, but walk good and do good. You never know